This one is the best of the bunch out of the first 5 Halloween movies in my opinion, guys. It absolutely blew my mind. Hey everyone, it's great to see you back here on the channel. Thanks for checking out this video. We're going to get straight into it, guys. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. We completely abandoned Michael Myers. It's 1982. They wanted to go in a different direction with the Halloween franchise. Directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, who was heavily involved in the Halloween franchise, Halloween 1 and 2, to this point. It goes terribly wrong and they end up having to go back to basics for the next outing in the Halloween franchise. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We want to know how good Halloween 3 looks and sounds on 4K Ultra HD. Let's quickly talk artwork once again. I love these new Joel Robinson illustrations artwork on the cover here. Inside you're going to get reversible sleeve art, so you get that new artwork, and you also have the old style theatrical artwork as well. Whichever you want to use, it's up to you. We have 2 discs in this one, guys, 4K Ultra HD disc and a Blu-ray disc included. Let's talk about the audio quality on this one. I will mention on the back cover, guys, they have absolutely completely forgotten to put on that there is a brand new Dolby Atmos mix listed in the features for disc 1, the 4K Ultra HD disc. I don't know what they've done there. They've just completely missed it altogether. And there is a Dolby Atmos track on this one, guys. That's what I've listened to for the review here. There's also an original mono DTS HD master audio track if you want to listen to how it was originally presented in 1982. As I mentioned, I went with the Dolby Atmos mix. Awesome stuff, sounds fantastic. Halloween 3 has one of the best soundtracks ever, apart from the original in 78 in my opinion. Carpenter and Alan Howard done a fantastic job on that one, so all sounds good in my book for this one. Okay, let's talk about what you came to hear about the 4K picture quality on Halloween 3. This one is the best of the bunch out of the first 5 Halloween movies in my opinion, guys. It absolutely blew my mind. Looks fantastic on 4K. Quick technical info here, guys. 2.35:1 aspect ratio, so you'll get your black bars top and bottom of your screen. 2160p Ultra HD disc with Dolby Vision in there. This is a brand new 2021 4K scan of the original camera negative. Once again, Screen Factory knocked it out of the park on this one. Looks fantastic, sounds fantastic. Let's break down the picture quality here. The grain is there, it's present. As I've said in the previous reviews, guys, you get up close, it's there, you move away, it's not as obvious. There may have been some DNR smoothing on the grain, but not to the point where it has been completely removed. It is still in there on this 4K disc. The detail is amazing, as I said. For me, this is one of the best out of the 5 movies here so far. I've only one more left to watch and it looks fantastic, unbelievable. Let me break down some scenes for you guys right now. So before we break down and compare the scenes here, I'm going to use the Screen Factory 4K disc, of course, here for the review. And I'm going to actually compare it to this Universal release from 2015 of Halloween 3. This is the other version that I have in the collection. And I didn't want to look at the previous Screen Factory Blu-ray release, guys, from the deluxe box set that's up above me there. I wanted to kind of see, like, what has Screen Factory done different to Universal, who hold the rights to Halloween 3? What have they done differently? Let's take a look. So in the first scene that I've chosen here, this is where Tom Atkins' character Chalice picks up the orange pumpkin mask in the hospital, and I just wanted to point out how bright and colourful the orange mask is here on the 4K disc. Really pops off the screen. The 4K disc looks a little bit brighter in my opinion for a change. It's usually kind of darker with the HDR and all that sort of stuff to the previous Blu-ray release by Universal. You kind of see the differences between the colour there, guys, on that first scene. Later on in the movie, we have this scene of Tom Atkins on the phone to his complaining ex-wife or whoever that character is in the movie. Once again, you'll see the 4K disc has a richer kind of colour range, colour depth, all that sort of stuff that I usually talk about, guys. The wood on the wall and stuff like that looks richer is the only word that kind of comes to mind to try and describe the 4K as compared to that Blu-ray release. This next scene is the Silver Shamrock Mask factory in the movie. We're going to look at the 4K here, guys. The HDR, the colour depth and all that stuff. It just looks like there's deeper colours and stuff. And you'll just see that the 4K gives a much deeper colour range, colour palette. A little bit clearer in my opinion. And finally, this last scene heading towards the end of the movie that I've chosen here. We get the kind of factory is exploding or something, I guess. You know, the Stonehenge thing has kind of fired off at Cochrane. All that kind of crazy stuff that we're used to in Halloween 3. Let's check out the 4K picture quality here, guys. Same as the last scene. Better colour depth, better colour range in my opinion. The sky looks awesome there on the 4K disc. Let's jump over to the previous Blu-ray disc. And in my opinion, the 4K just looks a little bit better than the Blu-ray overall. So there you have it, that is my review of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch on 4K Ultra HD. Massive thumbs up from me, guys. As I said, out of the 5 movies, I haven't watched Halloween 5 yet, that will be the next review, but out of the 4 so far, Halloween 3 I thought looked the best. Detail, 4K, everything is phenomenal, as I've mentioned in the review here. I'd like you guys to jump in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Halloween 3. Were you a fan of moving away from Michael in the storyline? Are you going to pick up this 4K from Scream Factory? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Of course, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't already, consider hitting that little bell to get notified every time I post a new video. We're well on the way to hitting 4,000 subscribers by the end of this year, guys. Fingers crossed we can get there. If you would like to see 7+ hours of bonus content that's not featured here on the main channel, check out my Patreon and YouTube membership links in the description. For €1 per month, guys, you can get access to exclusive videos, as I said, not featured here in the main channel. Complete collection tours, all that sort of good stuff is over there exclusively for those members. Really appreciate you guys watching the video. Thanks as always, and I'll see you on the next one.